Anyway, Malcolm and I were discussing music, and he was telling me about his experience with the Beatles and how he had seen pictures of them in newspapers when he was in Scotland, and that they appeared on the Ed Sullivan Show. And I told him that I saw them at Tivoli Gardens in Denmark in 1963. And when, with a friend that we were traveling with, I said, when they told me that they were going to this was later in January, that they were going to the United States, and I said, they'll be laughed off that stage.
So this is when you took a year off from Sunnyvale High?
Yes, took a year off, and I traveled, went as far east as Cairo, and in 2 Volkswagens, and started off with 2 friends, 3 women traveling, on motor scooters, got mine stolen at the Oktoberfest.
Oh, who hasn't had that happen to them?
Yeah, but quite a few. They said there were 200 and some motor scooters stolen that year. That was in '63. And so from there we went, I had purchased the car but wasn't expecting delivery until November. And anyway, we got the car sent early, and so we went traveling. And I went as far east as Cairo, and I went as far east as Israel. And they wouldn't allow a double entry into an Arab country. So we had to fly to Cairo, and then we came back and got our car and went on the boat and traveled.
What affected your decision to travel, and what would you tell people that want to travel in their 20s?
I would say do it, and do it now, because everybody we met were older, and they all said they wished they had traveled when they were young. And we lived in youth hostels and things like that, and I wouldn't have traded that experience for the world.
Were you a little bit afraid to leave your job?
Well, they granted me a leave, but I got an opportunity to stay and teach in southern Germany when we were skiing in Zermatt at that Christmas. And they told me that I was offered the job, and so I called Mr. Stevens and asked if I could have an extension, and he said no. So I used my better judgment, which sometimes I think I shouldn't have, and came back. Yeah. But it was a wonderful experience, truly, yeah. I think everybody should travel as much as they can. Malcolm discussed with me about what we wore, what we had you girls wear as a uniform. And you know what came up first was the swimsuit. Wasn't it cute? You know, the only thing that's reassuring, and I never shared this with them, that I saw a friend of mine who had a family picture, and her dad in college wore the same uniform. So I think it was just passed down from one generation to the next.
What color were they?
They were, I think, black or green.
Yeah.
We had a leotard too. Yeah. We had to wear those in college. When I was at San Jose State, we wore black and we wore green, 2-piece with just a small panty bottom, yeah, with a sort of a halter top that had sleeves. And we had to wear that for dance classes and for gymnastics and stuff like that. Yeah. But, so we survived, and I'm glad you people did too, you girls. And the boys should be thankful we didn't let them wear them. I went to a one-room schoolhouse in Shasta County. It was in Whitmore, California, which is about 40 miles east of Redding. And the only reason why I started early was because my sister had been my mouthpiece.
You were a little shy.
And I was very shy at the time. And so the teacher told my mom, send her to school with Muriel. Muriel, the teacher was always talking to my mother about Muriel. And she said, I've moved her all around the classroom and she has never met a stranger. And so as a result, Muriel calmed down when I was there. And then we moved to and I went to Sequoia Junior High and graduated from Shasta High, and that was where I had Mr. Stanga as a typing teacher. And then I came to San Jose State, and I was considering my mother wanted me to be a nurse, and I used to tell her, Mom, I'd like to work with the healthy people. And when the kids asked me why I taught PE, I said, well, I wanted to be a nurse, and my mother, because my mother wanted me to be a nurse, and I said I wanted to work with the healthy, and I got just the opposite. But I remember I told you if you guys would exercise daily, it would be the best thing for you.
And you do exercise daily?
Yes, I do.
At what time in the morning are you up and at 'em?
I am up at 6 every morning, and so it is. I used to have to drive to Sunnyvale from over here, and so I just got programmed for 6 o'clock. So that's my routine. And other than that, then I became very active in girls athletics and was just absolutely ecstatic about the soccer team that just won the World Cup, doing it under the worst possible conditions because they have to play on artificial turf, which is so hard, and as usual, the men play on natural grass. Come
on, let's get another Title IX thing going here.
And I just hope, I truly hope, that this will be the impetus to start something where women are recognized. When we started, I mean, Title IX was passed in '72, and we didn't get anything near that until about '76 or '77, and it has been a real struggle. And I have been on so many committees and worked so hard to see if we could get a little more equality. And I just hope that that with this new enthusiasm about soccer, this will really help get us started so that we can have some equality. And I don't know if you folks have heard, but the women only got $2 million as a team, and Germany, who won the men's division, got 34 or 38 million. There's something wrong with that picture for me. Yeah. And but I just hope that basketball, we've had such a good turnout for women's basketball, and softball has been good until they eliminated it from the Olympics, and that might have something to do with its fallout. But anyway.
So what's in store for you in the next couple of years, Carolyn?
Selling this house. I'm trying to downsize, and that is a struggle. I get out there and I spend going through different things. I've given Malcolm a couple of pictures I found, and I haven't even begun to go through those boxes. But
and where are we heading to?
Where are we heading? I'm heading someplace in this area because I have a lot of friends that live here, and I love going to the opera and to the symphony and to and the sports that are here. I love watching Stanford women play, and tennis. I'm also a big tennis fan, and I know how hard it is to get to where Serena Williams is now. I mean, she's just an amazing lady, and I just hope she continues, although the girl she's going to meet tomorrow, Saturday, is just turned 21, and she will have a difficult time with her.
Hard to return that serve.
Oh, I know it. She's incredible. And tennis used to be my first love. But, and I was fortunate enough to work at John Gardner's one summer, and met a lot of the big pros that were pros at that time. So it was fun working down there, and yeah.
Well, in tennis analogy, you have served Sunnyvale High well.
Well, you'll have to ask Adrian. On second thought.